therapeutic session with your unlicensed therapist, and today I have
Madlock
and
Marquette.
And this is my father's segment, so we're going to put on for the fathers, and I love hearing their perspectives and how they feel about certain things. So we're going to get this party started, okay? All right. So how many children do you both have?
I have two.
I have two girls.
All right. Are you active fathers and present fathers?
Yes.
As much as I can be.
Okay. All right. What were your feelings and thoughts when you found out you were going to be a father for the first time?
Heart dropped when I was in college, so yeah. It's like, what am I gonna do? I'm broke. I ain't got no money. Can I stay in school? Or do I just go to work? Chose to go to work. And I mean, just what they say, just nut up. Just shut up. That's it.
Okay. What were your feelings?
For me, it was like a dream come true. Honestly, like the only thing that I feel like a man's purpose is to be a father and to be there and to raise your kids, right? So it was icing on the cake. Like, I was doing well in life. I was financially stable. I was happy with the woman I was with. I wanted to get married first, but it didn't go that way. You know, I ended up having my daughter first. But I mean, when I found out, like, I was excited. I mean, I'm still excited to this day. Like, it's fun. I mean, granted, you know, out of the things that you go through dealing with it, but for me, like, it's legit. It's fun.
So you wanted to get married first. So before she got pregnant, you had already planned to marry her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, that's dope. Okay.
The right way.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you want to do things properly, but the world's not perfect.
Yeah.
And we're not perfect. So you adjust to what you have to do. And when you have kids, you no longer important. I mean, it sucked to hear that, but it's the truth.
Yeah, it's
We're
true.
no longer important, and then they didn't ask to be here. So we have
Thought
to
process different.
we have to do what we need to do for them to, you know, at least have a chance in life,
Yeah.
wherever it may be. And most, you know, our kids are black, so we have to do is what we have to do for them. You know, it's already gonna be hard enough.
Yeah.
Comprehension, thinking, you know, battling against your own type shit. Like, they got to figure out a lot of things. So, you know, if the jump is to, you know, help them out, you got to be there. Like,
For
you
sure.
gotta be there.
Yeah.
Having kids in my thought process is so different. I started finding things about myself that I didn't know about.
Yeah.
Like having patience. Oh, I don't have that. Like, I learned that. I do not have that. And with girls, you really have to have
Yeah, you have to have
patience.
patience.
Like,
Yes.
Yeah, that
you gotta be like, you can't show them a lot of things. They gonna mimic it.
Yeah.
And it's like, you their first love. So that's my like first thought process. She's your first love in her mind. Like,
Yeah.
first man she's ever encountered.
Yeah.
So it's like, you gotta be a good example. Things happen, of course, but I still try to be that good example for her.
Yeah.
I love that. I feel like that's dope. Okay. All right. So what are some of the things that you did to make preparations for the arrival of your child?
Make sure I had a roof over my head, that I was paying my own bills, that I could afford the kid to be there. Support system. I mean, it's hard to say support system. I mean, I got like 4 brothers, and when they was here, you know, it's good, but at the end of the day, it's nobody else's job but our own.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when nobody's there, you know, you can get mad, like, damn, ain't nobody there, but it's the reality of it. It's your kid.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for me, like, it was just making sure my schedule intertwined with, you know, my woman's schedule, to where somebody can watch the kid and somebody's working.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody's not working, somebody watching the kid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't have time for like, oh, I want to go out today and da-da-da. That's not important.
Right.
I mean, it's not. I mean, you want to, you know, you have to, cool, but it's not important. So, and then dealing with, like, I have 2. So I got my fiance, and then I have, you know, my son's mother. And correlating the schedule in between all 3, it get kind of hard, but I figured out, like, I would rather be with my kids than work. Like, if I can be with them Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 5:30, I'm taking that. Like, no job is over my kids. I'll figure it out. I'll make them, whatever I got to do, I'm going to figure it out, because I have to be there for them, like, no matter what. So I figured out. But yeah, it's pretty much. I tried to save as much money as I could. When she came, it's not like we had to find the crib and stuff. The crib was there. We had a working car. Lights was on. Food in the kitchen. Like, she came into a world that she was prepared for it. I like to say the same to my son. So
Yeah.
like,
It sounds smooth though.
I mean,
What about you? What did you do to make preparations?
Really didn't prepare. I mean, like I said, I was working, of course.
Okay.
It was just my situation was trial and error. I didn't have like a father figure that really like I hadn't counted on 2 times until I seen him. But so everything I was doing was just like wrong way, try this way, which I appreciate it now because I know what not to do.
yeah.
But as far as everything, like I mean, I do that too. Went to work. I stayed up here for a minute because I was in school in Tuscaloosa, and then jobs up here were hitting on nothing with the UPS back in Tuscaloosa, whatever. I was walking to work, like walking at 12 at night, walking back at 8, 9 in the morning after heavy lifting. So I mean, I do have to do out the Jimmy John's driver. I was doing type of stuff, and then I finally came back almost after a year. Whew, that year was tough. But I mean, it was just, like I said, mine was trial and error. I really couldn't prepare. Like, I wasn't around. I didn't go to doctor appointments. I wasn't in town to point. Me and her weren't talking at that time. Like, it wasn't no bad blood. We just wasn't talking. Just how our situation was. Like, yours, y'all was together. Ours was, we just messing around. It just happened. Like, it's just what it was. So it was like, it was kind of weird. Like, I didn't get to experience anything in the first pregnancy.
Yeah.
No doctor's appointments, no baby showers, none of that.
And y'all living in 2 different states?
Nah, she stayed here.
And you stayed here too?
When this happened, I was at Stillman in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, okay.
So that's how we were just messing around.
Okay.
I like moved back here, and then I was here for maybe a couple months. Jobs at the time when I didn't have no job experience. So I used my resources and got at UPS back in Tuscaloosa, which was a good job. After you start driving, making like 30-some hours. So I was like, I'm on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I miss my daughter. I don't really see her. I mean, I was seeing her every weekend, but to me, that's not a lot of time.
Right.
I go back to work on Sunday night, which is Monday morning, basically. So 2 days, like, I came back. Came back, struggling for a minute, went to school at A&M. At this time, like, me and the mother, like, we're together now. We're living together, still shaking everything. But that's another topic. But as far as the kid, like, I want to be around my kid. And then, like, she looked just like me. So it was like, yeah, come here.
Yeah.
Come here. So I loved it. Like, y'all are identical. Yeah, it's my baby.
Yeah.
Like, if you see the mother, you wouldn't think that that's her daughter.
Yeah.
Like, we that identical. I just love being around her. Like, now she's getting older, the attitude, the gimme. Go back to being 2. Like, what happened to that baby? But I mean,
How old is she?
8. She's turned 8
Oh,
March
wow.
14th. And my youngest turns 3 April 6th.
Okay. Okay.
It's kind of close.
Yeah. How old are your children?
My daughter is 4. She finna be 5 in June. And my son, he 1, but he finna be 2 in June.
Oh,
So,
fresh baby like mine.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get into some other stuff. All right. Were you supportive of your partners during their pregnancies? So you kind of answered that one a little bit, but you can still answer again.
I mean, I was supportive. I checked on her. Of course, I asked and stuff what she wouldn't tell me, but I checked on her. Are you fine? Are you okay? How's the baby doing? Is everything fine? I mean, we talked mainly, but I mean, outside of that, I seen her when I could, when I came in town. That was really about it for me, though. Let's make sure she was like fine. My mother was here, so
Yeah.
they had their own thing.
So your mother was active, like involved.
She was the baby shower.
Okay, that's
My
okay.
sister.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so for my daughter, of course, 100%. We was together, boom. Now, for my son, I don't want to go too much into detail, but there was a kind of, it had like a little 3-person relationship thing going on, right? So, I'm off of that. So, with him coming off that, situations, present themselves. So in that situation, it was kind of like, is it the right thing to do or is it the wrong thing to do? But ultimately, your intuition is to be there. And you can be there as much as you can. And people, they change. Things change. Postpartum is real. And with that, it's like I didn't have a father growing up. So my thing is like, I wasn't prepared for a mental war, which was postpartum. So I wasn't prepared to deal with the changing of the person in the blink of an eye, like with no time. So like, and to make peace for both of us, it's like I have to stay away and you have to stay away. But it's not to stay away because I want you to stay away and just stay gone. It's like it's what's best right now in order for you to have a healthy, delivery. And so I was there.
So she was dealing with postpartum before she delivered. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like to think that, but
yeah. Well,
I mean, I was like after.
Your hormones are all.
That's what I'm saying. Your
anyway,
hormones,
the whole pregnancy.
So like,
I went around, hold on.
Yeah.
So we tried to work it out, but it would be arguments about the child's name or who he's gonna be with, and like I want my kid all the time, like 24/7. Like I don't care. So with that, it's like it's kind of hard to make a schedule with somebody like that. It's like, oh, did this schedule work for you? It's like, bro, any schedule work for me, bro. Like I don't care. It's like, see, it's like, oh, like you just want to be Tom. But I mean, ultimately, like that was my person, that was my rider. We was cool, but like somewhat, like I was there until I no longer like that person no longer want to be there. It's like when you move, you change numbers, you relocate, you don't talk to, you block, you like keep the person away at bay. It's kind of hard to be there. So it's like I was there as much as I possibly could. And I like to say that, like, from the bottom of my heart, I was there as much as I possibly could. Like, physically could. I couldn't. I'm not Batman.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, they're gone. I got to find them. Like, I did it one time. I magically found them. But the second time, it's like, it's like, I can't.
What was going through your head through that process of, like, looking for him?
Looking for him, it was just like, I haven't seen him, but it's like, this person is using this child as like a bargaining chip, and maybe it wasn't intentionally, and this is the first person's kid, what I'm saying? I like to take all that into fact. I'm not trying to roast nobody, not trying to go against nobody, and I'm just saying, like, recapping the story, it sucked. It sucked. It really did. It sucked. I drove around for an hour and 30 minutes, and I found exactly what the person said. Nobody told me anything. It was just, you have a bond with your kid. You have a bond with the things you create. At least I like to think that. And from the bond that I had, I felt that he was near. Like, I always felt that he was near, but when it was time to go looking, it was like, I definitely know that he's near, and I'm going to find him. And when I did, you have to think, like, what are you going to do when you find him? Are you going to spaz? You going to beat somebody up? You going to shoot something up? You go, you'll go to jail. Like, what are you going to do? And you have to sit there and think about that. Like, what would best help my kids? None of that would. Like, the best thing for me to do is drive away, wait for somebody to call me. Best thing to do. It's like, I found out, cool, all right. It's like, at the moment you thinking, I'm ready to tear something up, but at the end of the day, you like, them kids want to forgive me for that.
Yeah. Definitely gonna level it me way more level-headed at that age. Now I'm calm now, so it's like I'll say a little something here, but I'm not gonna go back and forth with you no more.
It's draining.
Yeah, it is. She's gray hairs.
Yeah. You sure that's not age? It's stress.
Since 19.
All right, so I want to ask this in a way. Okay, with her postpartum after childbirth, so you don't know anything about that?
My daughter's mother, she went through postpartum after giving birth to my daughter, and so that's when I learned about postpartum altogether.
Okay.
Like, and even then, when she went through it, it wasn't like, okay, you crazy, I got to get away from you. It was like, you're the mother of my daughter, and you need to be here. like, you have to be here, like, in a good mind, in good spirit. And so we got counseling. We went to, like, we found programs and stuff for her. Like, we went to mental health. We went and found a counselor, a pastor, and we went through, like, somewhat of the government, through parenting classes. And I went through all of that with her.
I think that's great.
So, like, if it was going to be, like, a turn-loose situation, I like to leave things in a better situation than what it was when I got in it.
Yeah.
And that's just how I was raised. Like, just make whatever situation you in it better, because if you don't, you just like everybody else. You just like everybody else. Literally, you just like everybody else. Like, I recently just broke up with somebody. When I left, it's like, I was thinking, like, okay, they don't think it's me as everybody else. But then I started thinking, I was like, I mounted the TV. Like, the TV in the room, I mounted that. The toilet in the bathroom, I fixed that. The stove, I fixed that. The car you drive, I got that fixed too. So it's like, you can try to pretend like you forgot, but you gonna still remember the good deeds. Just like you walk around the house, you like, God damn, this nigga fixed everything. Yeah. And then you dealing with old Tyrone, and he just like, shit.
Don't do nothing.
He rolled Blackwood, smoking a little liquor.
Yeah.
So, like, I just always wanted to be different. And by be different, I just mean, like, by all terms, be like a complete man. And it's like, it's not I'm competing with anybody and I'm saying I'm better than nobody. I'm challenging myself. Because once upon a time, dead or in jail was the only options. And that was the only thing that you motherfuckers tell me. You'll be dead or in jail. You'll be dead or in jail. This life you live, you'll be dead or in jail. I'm from Chicago and shit. I moved out here. It took a minute for that lifestyle to get out of my head. It took a minute for all that shit to get out of my brain. And, you know, living around things and seeing black people be prosperous, live good, have healthy relationships, being able to sit down and talk to each other, that changed my mindset a lot about a lot of things. So, I mean, change is possible, but you can't force people to change. They would change on their own. Yeah. And the timing of the changing, like, I have to change. I have to get better and do better for my kids. Like, period. As long as I'm alive, I have to maximize myself for them. It's not even about me. I don't give a shit.
I feel like everybody's time is different, though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a little slower than most, but I want to make sure I, like, get it right. So we ain't got to look back like, rush through it. Still miss, you missed that, you missed this. Even though I got to the goal, you feel me? It's like I still missed a lot of stuff that I could have gained along the way, or like known about, or just took heed to. Like, it was just, I don't know, it was just kind of hard for me. Like, I'm just now getting to a place of, like, peace after all these years. Like, 2 kids, it's just crazy to me. But my timing is just, it's a little bit slower. I won't say a little, it's a lot slower. But I'm cool with that. As long as I get there, no matter how I get there or when I get there, as long as I get there where I'm at, I'm fine with that. And like you said about my room, like about the father, like I said, that trial and error, like, that's kind of tough dealing with that as a man. Like,
yeah,
I've never seen, like, my mom had boyfriends, like, I had uncles, but uncles gone. Boyfriends, you know, whatever. No boys in Detroit, so like,
I mean,
I can't really look up to that.
Yeah.
So, like you said, dead or in jail.
Yeah.
That was them.
Yeah.
That's all I knew. So moving down here and seeing like my homie Major, I was over his house. His dad was there. And I was just like, why he here? He was like, he live here. That was weird to me.
Yeah.
There was no dads back home in Detroit. Like, I've never seen that. So, like, I have friends, I look at what they do and how they was raised with their dads. And okay, obviously it's the right way because it worked for his dad. It got work for him.
Yeah.
And it's working for him. So I take bits and pieces of what I need to try to put it together. Like I said, trial and error.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing. Like, I hate it, but I love it at the same time. There's always a lesson to be learned. So,
yeah.
But it's definitely hard.
To make sure I'm respecting your dads, they're still living?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
My dad, my dad, I won't say like he was like a deadbeat or something. And this is like, when you get older, it's up to us to dissect and figure out what the situation was and what it could be. And at the end of the day, you just find out a lot of people got their feelings hurt. A lot of shit was trifling. And that they had kids. Nobody was like the bigger person said, all right, we're going to do this, blah, blah. Motherfuckers walk away. Like, motherfuckers were like, all right, you stress me out, you piss me off, I'm finna walk away.
Yeah.
And, like, when you get older and you learn that or you know that or you see it for yourself, like, you're like, damn, my mom get on my nerves. You're like, God damn. But as you're thinking about that, you're not, like, being disrespectful. You're like, okay, if she doing this, I can imagine what it would be.
I
on the show side.
I'm
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I still love her, but you know, I get it. I love you, mama, but at the same time, you know, like it be like that. So like I ain't got no vendetta against my father. Like I recently just added his last name onto mine, like because I feel like as a band that should be something that is rightfully yours. Like the legacy of passing on your name to your son, like the last name, because your daughter's name is gonna change. It's gonna change. It's good. That's a given. That's gone. So it's like what do you have left? And it's like my son. It's like at least he can have it.
Yeah.
And then you think about what are you actually leaving him? So with my dad, I did that out of honor for him. Like I don't know the story. I mean I know bits and pieces. But from what my mom said, he was a good dude. He was supposed to be there. She pulled the okie doke and moved down south. Didn't tell him. He found out later on.
She admitted that?
Yeah, she admitted it.
Oh, well, shoot.
Yeah,
At least
right.
I
You know
had
what I'm
that conversation.
So that's why you feel different.
You know,
Yeah.
that's why I feel different. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't really hate this dude. Like, it's just a big
I hate him because of
misunderstanding.
what I'm
That's what I was, learned to think, to hate him. So, I got his number right now. We still talk. Hell, he know about the truck. You know what I'm saying? He know what I go through. Like, I talk to him. And, I wish the relationship was better, but it's like, I'm glad we talking now.
Yeah.
Like, he know about his grandkids. And, I got twin sisters on my dad's side, so I talk to them more than I talk to him. So it's like, the relationship is there. It's starting to mend itself. But, there's no bad blood between nobody.
Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah.
But the big part, your mom admitted what happened.
Yeah.
That was,
Yeah, but even after she admitted it, like as a man, you're not gonna go run to, oh daddy, we back in each other's lives.
Yeah,
You're not gonna do that.
yeah.
So you're gonna get ready on and I know if he's like me in any way, shape, or form, but an older version, he's not gonna call me. What up, son? And so like when I contacted him and we talked for the first time, like 5-6 years. It was kind of like, I'm like, hey, I'm sorry for what I said, blah, blah. I'm sorry for how I came at you, whatever the case may be. And he like, it don't matter how you been. You know what I'm saying? Like, just threw it all out the window. And I just thought, like, from his point of view, like, he knew there was another side of his family that he was missing. He was like his son and the family that he's creating. Yeah. And it's not like I was just running around creating different families. Like, I had ideas and plans to be here, be in those places. So, like, he know I'm going to be there. So, in his mind, he like, those are journeys I'm not learning about. I know all these other people, but that's a mystery shit.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, it's kind of hard, kind of talk to each other, not trying to disrespect one another. Like, we working our way through it.
Y'all still learning each other.
Yeah, we still learning. Like
Talk to your dad?
And it's great. Like once you get older, you start realizing stuff.
Yeah.
I started it was 4 of us, but I only met. Me and my sister got the same mom, and my brother, we got the same dad. And it was my sister first, then my brother, then me. So they got older. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. So I understand why you don't claim me. You really you had a lot at stake. You was married, so it was, I get it.
Yeah.
Like being older, some things I've done in life, a lot of us done lied.
Yeah.
Especially you got a girlfriend, you done lied. But a wife is like, you can lose everything. So I get it, but it's like at the same time, you lay down and make that mistake.
Yep.
You gotta man up about it, like,
Yep.
why am I being punished? Like, what he would do is, this is what my mom told me, I don't know how true this may be, but he would bring money for my sister and not for me. So it was like, what? Like, why am I the problem child? What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
So he had 3 kids outside of his marriage.
So no, Brandy was my sister. She's first. That's my mom. Then he got married and had my brother. Then he came back and had me.
Okay.
We got a little sister. I never met her. I'm 30. She got to be 20 now. Never met her. He did the same thing again. He was married to another woman, or with another woman. Cheated. Got Amari.
What word?
It was like, dang, but I understood it. You feel me? Just tell me the truth. I mean, my mom, she ain't never tell me the truth. It's my mom, but I know, like, I'm grown. I can handle it. Yeah. Be out a little mess. You did your thing. I did my thing. Dad mess up.
Yeah.
It happened. So I'm like, I'm ease my mind with that.
Yeah.
Because like me and relationship, it can never be. Just because I'm an a-hole, I don't cuss on the camera.
Yeah.
And he is too, like, times 100. Like, he's, like, really messed up, like, from his life, whatever. Like, when I reached out to him, my first daughter was born, trying to talk about, like, child support, if I was gonna be on it, how this works. I know only person I know that's on it is you, or that went through it. So I need some advice with that. He was like, "Oh, you're not mine. Talk to your mom." What?
What?
Bro, I look just like you, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh, so he doesn't claim you.
No, not at all.
So you just can't get no clarity from nobody.
Nope.
That's not cool.
But is he on child support for you? Well, was he?
That's the thing. He was until I was 16. I don't know 2 ways to get off child support.
Unless they find out that the kid is
It's not yours, or the mom will go down and take you off.
Yeah, you got a mortgage situation, my friend.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My sister,
Wow.
but we look alike.
Yeah.
Like, we honestly look alike. There's a picture of me on the beach. That was on my Facebook, smoking a cigar. My family seen on, like, his side, and they was like, that's crazy. Like, he was never around me. He smoked cigars. They said I looked just like him in that picture.
Yeah.
And it was, but like I said, it never can be, really, though.
I had my dad say, me and him got into it one time, and dude said, "You not my son." And like to me, like hearing that, it was like, "You mean I'm not your? I look just like you." But in my head, I had to sit down for like 3 years and think about it. You're not my son. Whose son are you? You your mother's son. You the child that she raised. Yeah, you my kid, but you're not my son. You're her son. That's why you feel the way you feel. So it's like, in my head, I was like, okay, so he wasn't dissing. He was basically saying, I'm my mama's son.
Yeah.
That, you know, yeah, I'm your dad, but nigga, I ain't your mama.
I would accept that, but he went further.
Yeah. I took it like, I was like, all right, you know, and then it clicked later on in life. I'm like, oh, damn. Like,
Some dads or so-called dads will really say that and mean that they feel like you're not their child. Some dads.
Yeah.
So is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's how your dad was. Okay. Yeah.
Like something about DNA test. I was like, what, bro? Like you can just look at us and tell. And then like the child support thing, that was crazy to me. Like my sister's kept going till she was in college.
Yeah.
So that was like what she graduated. I want to say 2021.
Yeah.
Mom's like 16. How? Like what did you do? Like did you take them off? No, you ain't gonna do that.
Stop this.
I know you ain't gonna do that. If you did, it was like, why though? Like, we still kind of struggling.
Yeah.
And so, like, there's sometimes his relationship, it could never be like, we even talking about harming each other. Like, it could never be.
Yeah.
And then, like, he's so disrespectful to where he don't want to have nothing to do with me or talk to me, but you want to talk to my daughter. No, we ain't having that. How can you say that's your grandchild, but I'm not your son?
Yeah.
Like, biologically, I'm not your son. Like,
yeah, we have to have a beer on the bar in the other side of town. Like, ain't no way, bro. Like, wait a minute. Like, we have to have a sit down because he obviously want a relationship, but it's like he don't want to answer certain questions. And the same thing, about mom dudes too. You know what I'm saying? It's like it sounds like they want. You know what I'm saying? They both don't want to own up to what they done and what they did. They want it to be, but it's not giving you no peace.
And then, like, what I'm going through now with the whole child support thing, because it's happening now. So, I'm talking to my mom about it. I can't talk to him. Her story changing what's been said. Like, at first it was he was sending money for my sister, not for me. Then she get child support every week. And I was like, wait a minute. What's going on here? That don't want to add up. You want child support. You don't just choose who you give it to for which kid.
Yeah. No.
It's a set amount. So I'm like, well, how much you get? That is my business. It's child support. Child. That's my business.
Yeah.
Well, I won't see none of that money. Like, I really was. I ain't trying to be like a brat. I wasn't. Like, my sister in the closet at 6, I was 6. So she had to be like 11. That whole wall full of shoes. I had 2 pairs of shoes. She wore, like, frameless Coach glasses, designer glasses in high school. I'm going to school in FUBU.
Yeah.
So
he was in style back then. For the time.
Nah,
FUBU.
not in Detroit. Not in Detroit. It's over with. That was like after G Unit came out. It was way out of style.
You said G Unit.
Way out of style.
FUBU is 80s, okay. Right.
Yeah, which was like, with that alone, it was like, dang, like, I have no information, no clarity what's going on. I need some help. How do I maneuver with this? Like, I didn't even know I can go down to the, what's it called? The health department? And get the child birth certificate. I didn't know about none of that because at the time my woman was the mother of my kids. She did everything.
Yeah.
I was just the father.
Yeah.
So like me trying to go put them on insurance and that, missed the deadline. I need a social security card. I got to do all that. I didn't know none of that. Like my girl now helped me with that. And it's a lot of things I just don't know, and I can't get from neither parent.
Yeah.
I was like, can you tell me something important? Like, you tell me do this, keep trying, do the right thing. Like, that ain't the right thing. That's not working. Right. I need another way. What did you do?
Yeah.
Help me with that. Like, that's where we at now. Help me with that point. Like, I can't do nothing with nothing.
Right.
Yeah, but my only opposite is that with me, I wanted them to not help me. Like, when it came to my mom and my dad, like, my mom, we ultimately got into it. I got kicked out at 14 and, like, never lived with her since. And, like, from that moment, I was literally on my own. I was staying from friend house to friend house, living out my book bag. Eventually, my auntie found out by the time I was 15, and so I ended up staying with her. By the time I was 16, I ended up finding an apartment with some friends that I was going to high school with and moved back out. 17, I ended up getting my GED and getting out of high school and going to college early. 18, I got out of Alabama, so I just moved to Atlanta. And, I mean, my brothers was moving there, so I went with them. And I learned some things in Atlanta, like, learned a lot. I learned a lot of things. I got real political there. So I ended up moving back. My grandfather was sick. He was dying. I wanted to see him, I wanted to be there with him, as those was his last days, if we wanted to count it like that, because he had been sick for like 2 years, and I had been here, and like some other stuff was going on, and I decided to leave and go to Atlanta. But when the time was up in Atlanta, I was like, it's only right for me to come back. So when I came back here, like I stayed there for a minute, and then like when he passed, I ended up staying in my car until I got an apartment. So like for me, like I could say like, man, I wish my parents did more.
Yeah, especially a lot nowadays.
Yeah. All right, so I don't know if you already said it, but I'm going to ask you again. Are you with your kid's mom?
My daughter, mother, yeah.
Okay. Are you with your kid's mom?
Ooh.
And you have 2 by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So how's co-parenting?
It was good before I got a new girlfriend. It was great. Like, we had a little arguments, but as far as the kid, we communicated about everything. Schooling, we was on one accord as far as discipline. Now it's just nothing. Like, just because the feelings involved, which I understand, but it's like I'm more worried with my kid. Like I texted you last night. The grades came out, so with my girl's daughter, we gonna report card. I'm like, wait a minute, she ain't saying about report card or nothing. I done heard about the first 2. So I'm like, what's up with the report card? We could talk, and we'll tell you later. What? Okay, I wait later. It's like 11:30 now. We still out. 11:30 with an 8-year-old and 2-year-old? No, now you playing.
Okay.
Like, so she sent me the picture this morning. I seen the graph. I was like, oh, no. She was like, I'm going to meet with the teacher. I voiced my concern back in October. I know that. We talked about that back in October. I haven't heard anything since November. And it's like, I can ask you, but you're not going to tell me because
you know the school?
Yeah, I know the school and everything, but
You rather her do it?
it's not her do it. It's just easier. We can just tend to communicate. Ain't like I'm asking you what you doing today, where you been last night. I'm really asking like, what is our daughter doing in school?
Yeah.
I need to know. And so when I seen it, I was like, so when's the meeting? You going up there? Soon. What's the date? Why you want to know now? You didn't care before. What? We talked about it before. I didn't have to do all of this. It was open communication. So the co-parent now was just like flat out terrible. Like,
Okay.
terrible.
Yeah, because she's angry.
Yeah.
Seems like.
I get it. Your dream that you thought is now given to somebody else. But I gave you, if I gave you 2 kids, I was with you for a while. It's a long time. So, I mean, I tried. It's not compatible. And that was one thing I had to accept. Like, I always wanted to be with the mother of my kids. Like, we didn't have that.
Yeah.
So it was like, I'm going to do it no matter, by any means, I'm going to do a lot of things trying to do that. And it was just like, keep trying. It was like, no, I'm not going to keep trying, bro. Like, we just be good co-parents.
And now y'all not even good co-parents.
Not even that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dang, like, you start thinking like that. I fail, like that. To me, that's a fail. If I can't be with the mother of my kids, that is a fail to me. It's like I have to eat that and just like, it's not meant to be. I'm not compatible.
Yeah.
And I wish I would listen to like your grandparents. What you lay down with, I won't think about that at the time. So it's like, it's just suck now. It sucks.
Well, Y'all could probably do some counseling together, like parenting counseling. I mean, if y'all ever think about that, that could help y'all's communication. Or have a mediator.
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
Yeah. Do you at least get to still see your two?
I just seen, so the last time I seen them before this last time, my daughter's birthday was the week they was out before Christmas. I haven't seen them. I mean, I've seen them out dropping stuff off over there, but as far as them being with me, nah. Nah. So went and bought a cell phone for my oldest daughter.
Okay.
Just so I can talk to her because when I call my BM, she's not answering.
Yeah.
If I text her, she better text her back. She want a tablet, of course. My mom got a tablet because she worked for Verizon. So I use tablet to FaceTime. And now it's to the point where she's blocking the FaceTime. Like, my number's not blocked. When I call, my daughter's not answering the phone. I know it's because of her mother. Because I tried to call today, and she said, oh, she's busy. She's 8. It's 10 in the morning. What is she doing? It's Sunday.
Oh.
And then she called me out at the work event. So, like, why are you blocking them from talking to me? Like, I'm just want to parent my kid.
Yeah.
That's really it. Talking about grades. Come on now.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of women would kill a dad to call their kid.
Yeah.
I'm trying to parent, like, that's so stressful. Like, I'm just want to parent my kid.
Yeah.
That's really it. Talking about grades. Come on now.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of women would kill a dad to call their kid.
Yeah.
I'm trying to parent, like, that's so stressful. Like, I even consider, like, it's crazy. I consider, like, just sign the rights over.
No, I don't.
Don't do that.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I thought about every situation like you did. Thought about every situation. Like, even I get joint custody, they still live there. They go to school from that house. So that's Monday through Friday. I got Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. We not on one accord. She's not doing the discipline we need to do. And it's just not the same. Like, I can only do so much when I'm not there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's there more with the mother. So it's like, I'm still fighting an uphill battle. It's like, what do I do?
Well, the joint custody would be something, at least, better than just absolutely not having the time or like no time at all spent with them. Like, at least they can set that in place to where you can get them.
Yeah.
No fights.
Yeah.
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 It's tough.
Yeah. No, I mean,
You
I'm in the same situation almost, but
okay.
but I took a different route.
Okay.
I took a different route.
All right. So you don't want to get into that too much.
No, I mean, you can ask me the question.
All right. All right. Well, how's co-parenting with your son's mom?
It's tricky. I ain't gonna say, when your dog walking up on you talk bad. But it's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky because at one point that was somebody he was intimate with. So we all are getting over this whole we ain't together, it ain't happening, blah blah blah. So everybody's going through that, and then but the reality of it is that you're here for the kid, and sometimes people masquerade talking about the kid and throw their feelings involved with the conversations about the kids. So when I really try to stay out of that. Like, I try to keep it cordial, but it's like at some point I have to stop being cordial because cordial is not necessary. Like, I'm all for like having a decent relationship and talking about our child and like all of that, like whatever the case may be, like I'm all for it. But it's when the person jumps from sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care who you with or what you with, just hopefully they respect what you got going on. Like, that's your kid, that's our kid. If we talking about our kid, it ain't got nothing to do with nobody else.
Right.
So it should never involve another person's words or their emotions.
Yeah.
If that person's insecure about us talking about our child, that's not the right person to be with. But I notice nowadays people want to please people. People want to show people their loyalty. Mm-hmm. Stop talking to them so much. Why are you talking to them? It's just a kid. Like, y'all, the kid, alright. It's like, no, I need to know if my kid is asleep. Did he sleep? How was his day? What did he eat? What is he wearing? Did he behave? You know, it's not like I want to be on the phone with you 24/7. This is why some like people always say
This is
be
your
careful.
1-year-old, right?
Yes, my 1-year-old.
Okay.
This is why, like, when people say, "Oh, be careful," you know, who your kids with. Shut the fuck up. I already got the kid. I already got the kid. So it's too late. Like, I don't want to hear that. So
Yeah.
it's like, help
They're
me.
rubbing it in.
Yeah, it's like they rubbing it in. It's like, I want to move forward beyond this. I was like, is there any clarity to this situation? And I went a long time. Like, I wasn't there when my son was born. I didn't sign the birth certificate. These are things that I was looking forward to going through, and I didn't go through that. And I'm not mad. It's just reality.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So
You've accepted it.
yeah, and so like with me accepting it, it's not like, oh, I accepted it and I hate you for it. It's like, no, it's not like that. It's not like, oh, I accepted it and I'm gonna be mad at every nigga you get with. It's like, I accepted it, but let's try to respect each other moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's try not to step on each other's feet. Let's try not to get mad about nothing. Like, we know what it was. You can pretend to that person that you with, like, oh, I didn't really love him. Okay. Okay. It's like, all right, like, the proof is the child.
Yeah.
So we can. The proof is the child. So we ain't got to sit here and argue about what love was what and who did what. It's like the proof is the child. So you can play them dumb games with that person that's with you.
Yeah.
But I'm not for that. We're not finna sit here and, do you really love him? Stop talking to him. Block his number and da. Because most of the time when people do that, they do that because they're trying to please to another person. And it's not even. And then, or it could be, oh, he got a new person and this motherfucker stay with people. I had to check myself, bro. I really, on my second person after my first baby mama, I had to sit down and was like, you know what? My daughter know too many people. I was like, she's met like 3 different people within a year.
Oh, she was meeting the women?
I mean, as a man, we bring them around our child because we know ain't nothing finna happen. And if it do happen, we tearing this woman apart. But some men, and some people, my schedule, how my schedule was, my kids are always with me. So there's no, oh, let me go drop them off at Pookie in them house and we go hang out, girl. No, my kids are with me all the time. It was never a secret. So it's like, if you accept a dad with kids, a baby daddy, be ready for the baby daddy stuff that come with it. Yeah. Like, be ready for it. Like, if my kids are with me, I'm sorry, you signed up for this. And so that's when I realized, like, oh, you know what, I might as well be with one of their mamas, because, like, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. And then I need one of my kids to see, okay, my dad is here, other than nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, well, where was dad at if he wasn't with my mom? Well, he was with my mom. Oh, okay. Well, can I come over? Yeah, you know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So, so the relationship with us, like I said, I get my son Monday through Friday. My only problem with our situation is that I'm on child support. To me, child support is for people who don't be there for their kid, and it's fine with not being there for their kid. They like, all right, look, I'm just sending you the money, fuck it. I don't fuck. You deal with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what child support is for. Yeah. Child support is not for a nigga to get their kid motherfucking 7:30 to 5:30 every day. From 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. That's child support is not for people like that. It's not.
That's crazy.
Like, and then it's Monday through Friday, some Saturdays, some Sundays. Who knows? Somebody might call, hey, so-and-so got something to do. You want to get him? Of course I want to get my son. Drop him off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's where I get it. That's my only issue, child support. But everything else, like, when it comes to co-parenting, even when we mad at each other, this mother got me blocked. I probably can't even call her right now. But I know I'm going to go get my son in the morning tomorrow. And it's like, and that helps when older people are around. Like, when people have a more, like, non-biased people are around. When people checking both parties. Because I know people may think, like, okay, on his side, his people just agreeing with everything he said. That's not the case. My mama will check me. My dad will check me. My little brothers will check me. My sister will check me. My grandma will check me. My friends, who always have my back, they will check me. Everybody will check me. So best believe I'm going through the course before I come back to the situation. I'm really trying to get my attitude and my shit together, but because I know I grew up without a dad. So those little things come into contact when you're a man or when you're a grown adult man trying to figure out, you know, the right way to do it, like you said, the right way to do it. So it's me going about the right way to do it. I may get mad sometimes. I may not have liked what you just did.
You're going to get mad. You
know what I'm saying? Especially about my kid. Like, I'm going to lose their mind. You know what I'm saying? So it's like our situation and our relationship as far as co-parenting, I mean, I wish we communicated more for the sake of knowing the whereabouts and the well-being of the child whenever I wanted to, like that direct access that all men want with their child, all real men want with their kids. That direct, hey, call,
what's
hey,
going on?
Yeah, what's going on? Like not know, oh y'all flirting. You on the phone with him because y'all flirting. I can only imagine what a nigga saying in the background. Like,
I can't imagine a dude saying that though.
I can't. But it's 2024, bro.
I can't imagine it.
I can imagine niggas sitting in the, man, your baby daddy, man, he act like he tough, man. You stay on the phone with him, you smiling and stuff. She gonna be smiling when she get on the phone with you. That was somebody you loved at one point. And sometimes new people hate to see that connection that y'all got. They like, damn, you smiling? Why you smiling? It's that same. Y'all already had the kid. It's like, motherfucker, I still got feelings for the motherfucker. Like, goddamn, like, all right. But I don't deal with that. That could be the other side. I'm just speculating what could possibly go on from the other side.
You've never talked to the gentleman.
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay.
No, man, I've been looking.
I actually met my girlfriend's, like, I don't call him baby dad because he's not. He father.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like, oh, how you doing? Like, he pulled up. Hey. Like, he be on the phone. Oh, we in the car. Like, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I'm not told. Y'all got a kid together. I don't trip about that. Y'all talk. Y'all gotta talk.
Yeah.
Like, with me having kids, I understand that. Like, I wish I could do what y'all could do.
Yeah.
Honestly, so that's what I'm saying. I can never see like another guy saying you on the phone, baby dad. Like, I would hope a dude saying like, your baby call you about the kid.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's different breeds of men. You know what I'm saying? There's different breeds of men. There's different breed of young men. There's different breed of young grown boy man. Like, there's different breeds of us, bro. So like, so the ones that be in a woman's ear, or vice versa, a woman being in a man's ear, telling him, hey, don't get off the phone with her. Why you constantly talking to her? Like those people, they exist. As bad as we don't want them to, they may not be one of us, but they exist. So like, and like when people say you're not supposed to worry about who your spouse get with, I'm 100% with that to a certain degree. I have to care about what that environment is like because my kid is over there.
Yeah.
I don't care about what she do with his stuff and what they do with each other and how they do it. I don't care. I want to know, where's my kid sleeping at? Did they eat before they go to sleep?
What's the person
Did they take a bath? All that. Like, I don't care about the person, but that has to come up. It has to come up at some point. Like, we try to pretend like, oh, you ain't got to worry about who I'm fucking with. Yes, you do.
No, you're right. I ain't worried about who.
Yes, you do.
I'm worried about what they showing my kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you're worried about the presentation of this person.
Yeah. I
need to know the character of this person. It ain't I want to apply pressure. I want to let them know I'm from Chicago. Or we got them dudes. It's not about that.
Yeah.
I need to sit down with this man that's going to be around my child and supposedly protecting you, him, and everybody else because he's that guy for you now. I need to know if he can protect you. If he can't do it, what you doing? You might as well go back and be a single mom. Like, it don't make sense. And mother really deal get mad and be like, bro, you ain't supposed to care about that. Like, I'm like, bro.
What you mean I ain't supposed to care about that?
My kid over there, bro.
Right.
If you don't want me to care, send him over here. I guarantee you I won't call you. I guarantee you.
At all.
I guarantee you. I wouldn't call nobody. They'd be like, hi, is he still good? Yeah, he's living, bro. He's good. He's great. But it's like, people get it mixed up for your compassion for a child because the lack of compassion of other niggas for their child. Because this nigga don't care about his kid. He don't want to call about his kid. And he fucking with Lil Sukiana on this side of town and Mimi on this side of town. And he got time for all these women and make it look like they live in lavish, but he ain't got time for his kids.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But then they be like, oh, he do it right. He co-parenting right. Yeah, because he in your motherfucking face every day.
Okay.
What about them goddamn kids he's supposed to be raising?
Okay.
What about the goddamn kids? You don't know what he doing.
Yeah.
So, but we gonna sit here and say, that's good co-parenting. No, it's not. That's neglect.
Because he don't call.
No, he don't call. Like, he's able to do these things and make it seem like a certain type of way. That's living a lie. I refuse to live a lie. I'm not into. So when it comes to stuff like that, like, to me, it's a no-brainer. It's like, what are we talking about? Like, it throw me off. Like, it really did throw me off. So, I mean, but you got people that move like that.
I'm going to chime in, and I'm going to ask you guys, what advice would you give to first-time fathers? Is that either one of us or like? Both of y'all. What advice would you give? Both of y'all.
Okay. So we're going to treat this like if I'm talking to my brothers.
Yeah.
Okay. First-time fathers, meaning that you planned on it or like it happened by accident or like whatever, regardless of the situation.
Regardless
of the situation, always move forward, never look back, and you can't depend on nobody but yourself. and your kid's will is only as strong as your will, and pretty much just never give up and know that they didn't ask to be here. You brought them here. So when you mad that you gotta get up in the middle of the night to make a bottle and shit, shut your ass up and make that bottle. Because that baby didn't ask to be here, and the baby didn't ask to go through none of the shit y'all got going on, and probably don't want to deal with none of the shit y'all got going on. If most kids could choose parents, they wouldn't choose the ones that they have. Like, we gonna be honest now. Some kids be like, God damn, my parents is good. So like just really be nimble on your feet. Like, stay on your toes and understand that you are in control of a life. Like, you are responsible for a whole nother being. Mm-hmm. And so you basically like a God in my eyes. Like, you like a God on earth, but you can die. So be careful.
That's true.
I know you said you don't like asking for help, but ask for help.
Yeah.
If you don't know, don't try to think what you've seen before.
Yeah.
Ask for help.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like
you just in there, and then you at the point your skin still sensitive. Like, I didn't know what was. Hey, mom. Well, what we doing? She. Like, okay, cool. Like, ask for help.
That's another thing. Yeah. If you're finna be a young father and you know it, parenting classes.
Take those classes.
Go to parenting classes, bro. They teach you literally everything you need to know.
They're free.
I thought it was lame, so that's why I ain't gonna lie.
But look,
I wish I would have went.
Once that title dad kicks in, anything that's lame go out the window. Anything that's cornball go out the window. It don't matter. We're in another realm of our own. We ain't no gangsters no more.
I don't know what it's like. I just didn't believe in all of that because I was never around it growing up. So like, counseling and going to like that, like, that's moving. That's fake. Like, I didn't really think that was a thing, but. Man, look, and go.
I'm telling you, but that's like what you said. That's that venturing into unknown realms. You know, we didn't have fathers, so we touching shit that they don't. We can't. Like I said, me and my dad, we cool, but we can't talk about certain things like fatherhood. Like, we can't really go that deep into that. You know, I'm gonna keep it respectful. We gonna have a decent conversation, but we can't really sit down and talk about that.
Oh, patience. Please learn that.
That
will help you out so much.
Yeah.
Patience. Baby ain't going nowhere. So.
That's right.
And DNA test.
Get that
DNA test. Don't be no goofy or no fool, bro. Get that DNA test. It's free, bro. It's free. Do it at the hospital because it's free. And then when you don't do it at the hospital, she's gonna go through TANF. TANF's gonna go hit their head with $1,300. When you go to court, they gonna be like, you have to pay this, sir, because that's your child. And then boom, you know what I'm saying?
Or you can go to Walmart, spend $150, send it off.
Yeah.
But do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust Walmart. We've been to Walmart. We ain't trusting none of them to send nothing on to nobody about their DNA.
Well, no, you get the actual the swab.
Yeah, the swab, and you put it in the little thing,
and you put it back. Yeah. Like, you don't send it through Walmart.
No, I'm saying, like, as long as Walmart got anything to do with it.
Oh, okay.
We good.
Yeah.
Y'all got it.
You don't. Hey, get off Wally World, man.
He's just expressing his different ways to do it. You know, different ways.
I didn't do it in the test of mine, though.
Okay.
She came out like, me.
That's you. All right. Well, thank you guys for sharing your experiences with fatherhood and being open and honest on Monae Listens, your therapeutic session with your unlicensed therapist. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And we have never just one night it. When it's late, I hit your line. I know you coming every time. You got selfish with my body. It's taking over my mind. Like it when you bend me.